Hey guys, my name is Benjamin with the Agent Resources team here at Senior Marketing Specialist. Today we're going to be taking a look at book of business reporting from some of the top 3 carriers that we work with, making sure you understand how to use those reports and actually how you'll be able to take those, import them into one of our main enrollment and quoting softwares here with Integrity. The book of business reporting is a really important feature to take advantage of whether you're an individual agent or an agency owner. It's going to help you be able to find different clients who is actually the clientele that we're taking care of. AEP just happened and we are wrapping up towards the end of OEP. And a lot of that time we will see a change of your clientele. So download these book of business reports. Did you lose or gain any clients during these time periods? They can also help figure out when you're tracking numbers. One of the most important key factors when trying to figure out where or how to grow is to know where you are currently. That way, in a quarter, in a half a year, in a full year, you can see how much has changed. And part of that is having good reporting, such as these book of business reports. Step 1 in actually utilizing these reports is downloading them from the carrier. A lot of the different carriers will have their own unique book of business reporting. I'm going to show you United Healthcare's, Etna, and Mutual of Omaha's, and we'll take a look at that now. So United Healthcare makes it super easy for you guys. Once you get logged into Jarvis, there's actually a tab at the very top that says Book of Business. You'll click on that tab, scroll down a touch, make sure all of the information, if you want to filter anything, you actually have the capability of doing so then. I personally recommend don't filter anything. The bigger the report, the more information you have. You don't mess with the timeline of anything, so you can actually see that coming through. So from there, you can actually download the results. And this is kind of an Excel part 2 tip video. So you'll download that book of business report into a CSV format like we've done previously in our first video. So for Etna, there's actually 2 separate sites that you'll have to access in order to gain your book of business reporting. Etna is split up between Medicare Advantage and prescription drug plan. And then there's also the Etna Supplemental side, which will house obviously their supplements, but also their ancillary benefits as well. So on the Etna Medicare Advantage side, you're going to get logged into Producer World. That's what's going to house your reporting for Medicare Advantage and prescription drug plans. Specifically, you want to be underneath what's known as the individual Medicare tab. It's going to be at the very top in a dark colored banner, more on the right-hand side. That's where a lot of this reporting will be housed. From there, if you scroll down a touch, you'll actually find a Reports tab and a lighter colored tab. You should see that here on the screen now. And then you're going to want to click on Access Reporting. This will pull up another tab or another page where you'll be able to select a report for either you as an individual, or if you're an agency owner, you can also select it as the agency as well. From there, under the second section known as Enrollment Reports and Search Tool, you'll see Medicare Book of Business Report, and you'll download that there. Switching over to the Etna Supplemental side, you're going to get logged into Etna Senior Products. It's a completely different website from Producer World. They do make it pretty easy though. Once you get logged in, there's a tab towards the top that says My Reports, and then under that you'll click on Policy Summary. That will house your book of business for Etna Supplemental. Last but not least, Mutual of Omaha's Sales Professional Access Portal. At the very top, you'll see a Reports tab, and they actually have it outlined as Book of Business Download. Click on that, you'll be able to access your book of business there. Now that we've downloaded all of these reports, go ahead and mill through them. You should be able to recognize some of the client names if you worked with them recently. This is going to have information as far as what type of product they're on, when they were signed up on, sometimes even really good client information. And that's actually what we're going to want in order to import those into what's now known as Integrity for Agents. First step is going to be getting logged into Integrity for Agents. That process may look a little different now, but trust the process will kind of show you where to get this. Worst case scenario, we'll always be able to provide you the template Excel file to actually put your client information into and import it in at a later time. Once you're logged in, you're going to go over to the Contacts tab. From there, there will be a little import button towards the top right-hand side, and there will have the opportunity to then import data. Well, first and foremost, we need to get you a template. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you should see Download Template, and that will obviously download the template. Once you get this downloaded, it's going to come in as an Excel document. open that up, the first thing you're going to see is contact record type optional, followed by first name, last name, email, etc., etc. The only factors that you need to make sure are filled in on this document are the ones that I've required in parentheses at the very top of each column. Where do we find this information? Glad you asked. Those book of business reports that we pulled earlier should house 99% of the information you need in order to put that client information into the template to then be allowed to be imported into Integrity for Agents. So with that information now in Integrity for Agents, you'll be able to quote and enroll a little bit faster, send scope of appointments. Honestly, anything you would do with a traditional CRM platform, you can probably do with Integrity for Agents. Having the book of business now imported in there not only keeps your CRM up to date, shows who you're taking care of, allows you to track, hey, who may have or hasn't been in our book of business for a little while now. Hey, maybe we should reach out to them. I think they might need a dental vision hearing planner. Maybe, they talked about cancer insurance previously. Let's revisit that. That's the importance of having an updated CRM. Make sure you have other product lines being talked to about them. And worst case scenario, if it comes to the point where your time is maybe time to look at exiting this industry, having an updated book of business report allows that process to go so much more smoothly. If you ever have questions about either the CRM, Integrity for Agents, downloading your book of business report, or even maybe selling your book of business, give us a call. The number is 800-689-2800. Again, my name is Benjamin. I'm with the Agent Resources team. We'll see you on the next one.